Hey guys, 5 minute figure reviews here. Sorry about my voice. I've got a cold. I've been trying to get better, and that's why you haven't seen a lot of videos lately. Yeah, my voice is terrible. Sorry, I've got like a cough and a runny nose and stuff. But just saw some news this morning that really fucks me off. Basically, Netflix cancelled the OA. If you've seen the OA, you'll probably be just as pissed off as I am because the show ends on a cliffhanger. Season 2 does, and they're not going to renew it. And it fucks me off so much that this is just like a rant video. I just had to talk about this because this is just such a pain in the ass. And sorry about my voice, but I just need to get it off my chest. So, if you haven't seen the OA, it's really great. I would suggest watching it, even if you even though it's only going to be it's only 2 seasons and it ends on a cliffhanger, it's still really great television. I remember when it first came out, I watched the first season. I think I watched it over a weekend. It was I think like 8 episodes or 9. I can't exactly remember. Anyway, point is, I was watching it, and the next episode, I had to watch the next episode. I just had to keep watching it. And it was kind of annoying me. I don't know why. It just kind of fucks me off because I didn't really know what was happening. And I was watching it, and I'm like, and then the last episode finishes, and I'm like, holy shit, that was. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was fantastic. Like, it was like crazy. If you've seen the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was just so like, wow, like that's some profound shit. And anyway, then it was said there was going to be a second season, and I was like, I don't know where they're going with a second season. Like, the way it ends is so kind of, it's, I don't want to spoil anything, but it seemed kind of final. So the second season came out, and it went in this completely different direction, and so I started watching that, and I was like, oh, holy shit, this is great. Like, I'm enjoying this more than the first season. So I ended up rewatching the first season again, and the first season, in hindsight, after watching the second season, watching them kind of back to back, you see that all the stuff they set up in the first season links directly into the second season. There was no, it was all very deliberate. A lot of the things she says, you're unsure whether she's telling the truth or not. It sounds kind of like she's talking a bit of shit. But then you watch the second season, then you put it all together, and you're like, holy shit, like, they've thought it all out, like, everything's, like, pretty airtight, and the plot is just so interesting. And one of the things that annoys me about cancelling the show is Netflix is basically saying, we don't want anything interesting or different, we're just concerned about views and lowest common denominator content, which, fair enough, I guess. Like, that's going to affect your bottom dollar more than some like arty kind of like indie high concept drama, when you can have the your Riverdales and your 13 Reasons Why, like your really just your young teenage drama bullshit. But it's nice to have something different, and that the OA was something different. It's unlike any other show I've ever seen. And yeah, they're just like, nah, fuck it, we're not continuing it. And it's just such a shame. Like, TV, it's very rare for TV shows to be, for me at least, to be that captivating where I want to continue watching them. Like a lot of shows, like, people raved about Daredevil. And I was like, I started watching it, and I got like halfway through, and I'm like, this is kind of boring. Like, a lot of the episodes felt like filler. A lot of shows are like that. It's just sort of, Game of Thrones being the exception, one of the exceptions, but it feels like a lot of TV is just bullshit. It's just like pretty standard stuff. You've seen it all before. Whereas the OA was so unique as far as what the story was. It's about this woman who comes back after, I can't remember how many years she's been away, but when she was a child, she was blind. She comes back, her parents find her, and she's an adult, and she's got vision, and she won't tell them how she can see, and she finds this group of like school kids and a teacher, and is telling them her story, and she won't talk to the media or anything, and it's very, very mysterious, and you sort of you're unsure whether her story is true or not. And it's really understated. Like another thing that was really great about the show was all of the like they didn't go for any big name actors or actresses. Maybe the highest, the most famous being the guy who plays Draco Malfoy's dad in Harry Potter. Forgot his name, but he's great. And Britt Marling is the main chick called Prairie. She's not really that famous, but all the other characters were kind of unknowns to an extent, which was, I think, adds sort of like you can kind of really get into it because you're not like, oh, it's that person or it's this person. And I know a lot of TV shows are like that, but it really helped the show. And just the visual style of it, it had a very I can't really explain it, but it just had this like just a very unique style. It had a really cool soundtrack. It was very deliberate in what it was trying to accomplish. And again, these sort of high concept ideas of sort of not so much reincarnation, but alternate realities and just sort of religious overtones, but not like sort of kind of spiritual, but not really like any particular religion. And the idea of like people being kind of connected across dimensions and stuff, and just really, it sounds really dumb, but it was really well done, and it was done and it's kind of a science fiction-y theme, but it was done not in a science fiction way, and not in a religious way, but it was just really great, and it's just a shame. So yeah, one of the things that is fascinating about the show is how it deals with the topic of near-death experiences, and it follows one of the characters is trying to find what happens to people when they have a near-death experience. Where do they go? And he's a scientist and he's trying to work it out. And also the concept of angels. What does that mean? What is an angel? Do they exist? And it's just really interesting. I can't stress that enough. It's just a really interesting concept, and it's done really, really well. So yeah, basically, sorry, this is a really all my videos are really unstructured, and I just ramble, and it's probably really horrible to listen to. But I think this is probably the best way to get it across how I feel. Yeah, the OA, watch it. It's great. Don't care. Don't get too hung up on the fact that it's gonna be a cliffhanger ending and you're not gonna get a satisfying finale. Even though it's fucking annoying, it pisses me off. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. But yeah, definitely watch it. Definitely watch it. Come back after you've listened to this rant and comment below and tell me if you watched it. Tell me what you thought. It's like another show that I really love called Mr. Robot. And no matter how many times you tell to people you need to watch this show, it's fantastic. It's like the best television ever. Like this and Mr. Robot are just like perfect TV shows in my opinion. People won't listen to it because people are used to watching the same shit, the same lowest common denominator crap that's really popular these days. Like people are only obsessed with like your Daredevils, your although Game of Thrones is great apart from the last season, but your standard stuff everyone watches, and it's just like sometimes it's good to try to find other things to watch that are more more creative, more have more of a story they want to tell, as opposed to just kind of getting as many people to watch the thing through like nudity and violence and stuff. Yeah. So, hopefully, I'm not sure what the reaction to this cancellation is going to be. I went on Reddit and saw some comments, and people generally seem really fucked off and quite upset about it. And fingers crossed some other studio picks up the rights or can continue it, like maybe Amazon Prime, hopefully. although that they've had some bad luck with cancellations. I know The Tick was cancelled. The Tick was actually pretty good. It wasn't. I didn't finish watching it, but what I did see was actually pretty good. Pretty funny writing, pretty clever. But yeah, it'd be so good even if they could release a movie. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the Netflix show Sense8, which I never saw, but apparently that got cancelled and they made a movie to finish the last season, which I think possibly could work for the OA, although it's quite a heady kind of concept. I don't know if you'll be able to wrap it up in one 2-hour movie, but we'll see. Actually, that brings up another point. Sorry for rambling. If anyone's still listening at this point, there's a show on Netflix called Friends from College, and it's got one of the guys from Key and Peele in it. It's got some pretty funny people in it, and I think Fred Savage is in it. Maybe. Anyway, that show got cancelled. What a travesty as well, because that show is fantastic. There's some funny, like, genuine laugh out loud moments in that show. It's so good, and no one saw it, and it's such a shame because it's just like really good TV. It's really funny. Friends from College. So Google that. And the OA. Please watch the OA if you haven't seen it. Although I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you hadn't seen the OA, because it's probably not going to interest you. But yeah, sorry if you've got this far into the video. Thanks for putting up with my horrible, raspy, nasal voice, my unstructured rambling, and yeah, keep an eye out for some videos. I promise I will be bringing out some more videos in the coming weeks. I've got a whole bunch of figures that I just haven't reviewed. There's a whole bunch that you guys want to see, although you've probably already seen reviews for them, so it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please comment below. I'm actually curious to see how many people did watch the OA and what they thought of it, because I just think the show is fucking incredible, and it's such a shame that art cannot exist in this world without making lots of money. Anyway, see you guys next time.